Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the rest.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and 1, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm going to run you over.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Yellow lady.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Owasor. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On play action, now Breeze. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Breeze going to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Jackson, he uncorks it for Snit. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Pierce and all of his 340-pound glory. To fall out of field goal range. Here's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
That's it, baby.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, he's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 9, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Pushes past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. From the 39, Jackson on the screen. This is Eckler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Jackson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Breeze. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. It's caught by OBJ. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick out.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Patrick Owasor, his 2nd sack of the night. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned.
There's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you...
And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He finds his target, Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now this throw caught left side. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Here we go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.